of the batter's eye, some standing, some sitting in straightaway center, then 3 different decks of seats out in left and left center. This is a very, very pitcher-friendly ballpark, although we did have 3 home runs hit here last night. The dimensions, 329 down the left field line, 372 to left center, 407 to dead center, 374 to right center, 326 down the right field line. Dimension-wise, this would normally sound like a hitter's park, but the ball just does not carry that well when the roof is closed. That's the case tonight. The young right-hander Jack Leiter, with great promise and pitching pretty darn well, will take on Travis Bazzana to start tonight's game. Leiter 6'1", 205, 26 years of age. The wind and tonight's first pitch, and it's high, ball 1, and we're underway here in Arlington, Texas. Last night, Travis Bazzana had a homer, a triple, a single. Started the game with a home run last night to right field. Now the kick in the 1-0, and it's down low, 2-0. Leiter throws in the mid-90s. Fastball, sinker, cutter, curve, slider, changeup. Jack Leiter, the son of former Major League veteran pitcher Al Leiter. The wind and 2-0. Check swing, foul back, 2-1. Of course, his dad faced off against Jared Wright in that classic Game 7 of the 1997 World Series with the Florida Marlins and Cleveland Indians. Jack Leiter wasn't around yet. He would be born 3 years later. The pitch, hammered foul down the right side by Travis Bazzana. And the count 2-2. Bazzana with an 843 OPS, batting .288, 4 homers, 16 RBIs, one of the best rookies in baseball. Leiter, first base side of the rubber, the windup, and the 2-2. And it's strike 3 called. Bazzana not convinced, but he'll walk back to the third base dugout as we start tonight's game. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's never had a hit off Jack Leiter. 0 for 8 lifetime. Leiter is facing Cleveland for the 4th time ever. 2-1 in 3 previous starts with a career .460 earned run average. He'll bat left-handed, and the pitch. And it's in there, called strike with a curveball. Jack Leiter's in his 3rd Major League season. Like last night's starter, Kamar Rocker. They were teammates at Vanderbilt, now teammates in Texas. The next pitch is up high, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Jose Ramirez, a .241 batting mark, 9 homers, 32 RBIs. A league-leading 22 steals, 2nd in the league, 17 doubles. Now the pitch, and he waves at it, and he threw that fastball right by him at 97 miles per hour. Don't forget now, in the first 4 innings, it's the Conrad Score 4, Win 4 New Tires contest, and tonight's contestant is Yana Shimko from Cleveland. Now the 1-2. In tight. 2-2. Yana Shimko of Cleveland will win 4 Bridgestone tires from Conrad's Tire Express and Total Car Care with a 4-run inning. Visit econrads.com to enter. Now the wind and pitch. A swing and a ground ball just outside of first. Foul ball keeps the count 2-2. Jack Leiter, 3 wins, 4 losses, earned run average, .434. 13th start tonight, no complete games. Not quite 6 innings a start. He averages 10 strikeouts, but he also averages 4 walks per 9 innings. He'll face an all left-handed hitting lineup. The pitch, and it's fouled back again, and the count stays 2-2. Lefties are hitting .250. Off Jack Leiter, right-handed hitters, .218. And his earned run average is lower here at home than it is on the road. Again, the 2-2. A swing and a little blooper on the infield near second. The shortstop making the catch is Corey Seager. That'll bring up Chase DeLauder. Wyatt Langford's in left. Evan Carter in center. Brandon Nimmo at right field. Jake Berger at first. Ezekiel Duran at second. The shortstop, Corey Seager. Josh Young at third, and Kyle Higashioka doing the catching. 2 down. Nobody on. No score. The DH tonight. Chase DeLauder at the plate. The windup and the pitch. And it's down low, a ball. Chase putting in a lot of extra early work with hitting coach Grant Fink. Trying to start his swing a little bit earlier. Get more on time on the fastball. Now the 1 and the 1-0. And a fastball strike to even the count. Also, they feel like Chase DeLauder's swing has gotten a little steep. In other words, you're kind of coming almost down on the ball so quickly, you're in and out of the zone too quick. The 1-1, swing and a little flare towards third, foul, out of play. And now the count goes to 1-2. You want to try to keep your bat in the zone as long as you can and kind of flatten that bat path. But if you're coming straight down, you're in and out of the zone. It just doesn't give you much of an opportunity to make contact. Now the 1-2. Fouled it. And DeLauder stays alive. Chase DeLauder now has gone 17 straight games without a home run. Last home run was May 17th, batting .252, 7 homers, 32 RBIs. The 1-2. Down low, didn't chase the curve, 2-2. 2 down, nobody on, no score, first inning. DeLauder trying to snap an 0 for 13 streak and batting .181 over the last month. Now the windup. Now the 2-2. Got him swinging, threw the fastball by him. And so Jack Leiter strikes out a pair. Cleveland goes quietly. Texas comes to bat.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected pet.
Driven to right and deep. That's over Turner Ward's head. And he makes a circus catch and disappears. That'll be on a highlight film. And Turner Ward is shaken up. What a play. And leaving the field. That will be on a highlight film for a long time to come.
Liner to right field. Nishida gets there in time.
It is caught. Take it back, Sterling Thompson.
Grounded right side. Nunez over to get it in the hole. What a play to get the lead runner.
Here comes Owen Casey coming on into a slide. He's got it. Pulled out to third. A diving stop to his right by Riley. Quick onto his feet. Throws over for the out.
Nimmo fighting the sun, racing in, dives, rolls, and makes the catch. One racing back, still going back, makes the catch, hit that ball hard. Loop down to right. Suzuki sliding, and he made the grab. What a catch.
Toward the foul line, Nimmo coming on, and he makes another sliding catch.
Bareheaded by Turner, and Turner is able to throw out a very speedy runner.
Liner caught by Randy Heathel. He went as high as he could and brought it down.
Down the right field line, 3 Rangers converging.
What a play by Freeman. Did he hold on? He did.
You're going to see this one on the highlights.
No scores. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Tanner Bybee, 27-year-old right-hander, 6'2", 215. Still looking for win number 1. He has set a franchise record by becoming the first pitcher in Cleveland history to go winless in his first 13 starts of a season, but he hasn't had any run support, worst run support in baseball. He's also been victimized by the early home run ball. DH Jack Peterson leads it off the pitch, and he pops one in there, called strike. Tanner Bybee has given up a league-leading 4 leadoff home runs, which ties the franchise record. The pitch swung on, a bouncing ball to second. That won't happen tonight as Bazzana throws out Peterson to start the Texas first. And Tanner Bybee and Gavin Williams share the club record. They have done it back-to-back years. Gavin last year, Tanner this year, giving up 4 leadoff home runs to start a game. Here's Corey Seager at a big 2-run home run to give Texas the win last night. Left-handed hitting shortstop. Loops one toward left, base hit. So Seager was 1 for his last 31. That home run last night before he singles here in inning number 1. Stephen Kwan in left, Daniel Schneemann in center, and Angel Martinez in right. Kyle Manzardo at first, Travis Bazzana at second, Brian Rocchio at short, Jose Ramirez at third, and Patrick Bailey catching. Right-handed hitting third baseman Josh Young. 1 out, 1 on, no score. Bybee the set, Bybee the pitch. And it's low. Tanner's best 2 pitches this year, the changeup, teams batting 125 against it, and his curveball, the opposition hitting 179 off the curveball. Bybee's ready. The 1-0. And he painted the outside corner with a sinker, 1-1. Tanner also throws 4-seam fastball, sinker, cutter, curve, slider, changeup. Young batting .311, 7 homers, 28 RBIs. The pitch, and he banks one to third, could be 2. Ramirez to second, 1. Bazzana got him at first on the double play to end the inning. How about that inning for Tanner Bybee? Quickly out of it, and we go to the second. Scoreless in the Lone Star State on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Fernando Tatis bats for the 3rd time in 5 innings. Single to right of the 1st inning, erased on a double play, struck out in the 3rd.
Oh, there's a drive to deep left field, up the bat of Nando, gone! Home run number 1 of 2026 for Fernando Tatis Jr. Padres take a 3-1 lead, but a blast Fernando.
The seal has been broken. Fernando Tatis Jr. on May 30th has hit his first home run of the season.
There he is, the big man. 12th start of the season for Paul Skeens. Skeens making his 67th career start. ZR8 on the season, and even 3. His career earned run average 213.
Here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss out in front of the sweeper. Skeens strikes out the side. He has fanned 5 of the first 6 batters he's faced tonight. Down go the Cubs again. They're 6-4 this year. There's a swing and a miss. Amaya down on strikes again. He's got 99 in there above the zone for the first out of the 5th. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down and away changeup. 10 strikeouts for Skeens, and he'll walk off the mound with a wry smile. He's in control tonight.
Since 1957. BB Blaster always working like a pro. No score. We're going to have a nice Saturday night crowd here at Globe Life Park. Roof is closed. It's heavy rains and storms throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Kyle Manzardo to lead it off. The left-handed hitting first baseman. The kick and the pitch. And it's a little in, ball one. Manzardo, since May 1st, has a 961 OPS. And Texas challenges that call. And Texas was wrong. Higashioka challenged. He's wrong. And Rangers with one challenge for the rest of the night. Count remains 1-0. Leiter into the motion. Here it comes. And it's low, 2-0. Jack Leiter pitched for 2 years at Vanderbilt and then was the second player chosen in the entire 2021 draft coming here to Texas. Now the 2-0, up high, 3-0. Number one pick that year was catcher Henry Davis out of Louisville, going to Pittsburgh. Gavin Williams came in that draft, number 23 overall in the first round. The pitch. There's a strike. 3-1 the count. His dad pitched 19 years in the majors. His uncle Mark pitched 11. And his cousin Mark Jr. is still pitching in the big leagues. Now the 3-1 delivery. Up high. And he's walked Manzardo. And this is something that happens to Leiter from time to time. He'll just lose command. That's why he's walking 4 per 9 innings. Well, the Guardians and Tigers play a week from today at 4:10. It's the Gavin Williams bobblehead giveaway. Tickets at CLEGuardians.com. Tigers held to 2 hits today and shut out by Seattle. Daniel Schneemann, the batter, takes a called strike. Daniel Schneemann has not had a home run since April 27th. He had such a great March and April. The pitch to him, and he rips one foul down the right side, 0-2. Through April, Daniel Schneemann was batting .321, 4 homers, a .955 OPS. Since May 1, Daniel Schneemann batting .146, no home runs, a .400 OPS. Now the 0-2. Swung on. This one's hit well. Deep right field. Nimmo's back on the track and makes the catch. Hustling back to first is Manzardo. Schneemann gave it a ride. It just died out there on that warning track in right. And that is out number 1, and that'll bring up another Guardian who is scuffling. Angel Martinez. Martinez, over the last 2 weeks, batting .140. Switch hitter in right field, batting left-handed. 1 out, 1 on, no score, second inning. Jack Leiter's pitch, and it's swung on, lifted in the air, not very deep, center field. Evan Carter grabbing it, 2 down. That'll bring up Stephen Kwan. He swung the bat as well last night as we've seen in a long, long time. 2 line drive base hits to right center. A single and a double. And again, if you missed the manager show, Stephen Vogt saying this evening that with Stephen Kwan, it's been a lot of extra work. And again, it's getting on time to hit the fastball, not be late. The pitch outside a ball. Voter is a big, big proponent of if you're not on time to hit the fastball, you have no chance to successfully hit in the big leagues. Now the 1-0. A swing and a shot foul into the second deck down the right side. 1-1. If you're on time to hit the fastball, well, first off, if you can't hit a fastball, you won't be up here long. Secondly, if you're on time on the fastball, it allows you to stay back and not be off balance on the off-speed pitches. The pitch. Checked on a pitch down. Did he go? No. 2-1. You hear about hitters sometimes cheating to get to the fastball. That means they know they're late, so they start their swing early to try to catch up to the fastball, and then that leaves them vulnerable to the off speed. The pitch, a swing and a line shot, fairly deep center. Carter going back, he'll make the catch. But again, that's a line drive off the bat of Stephen Kwan. You'll live with the result when you're hitting line drives. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score in Texas.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman. Hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game. The pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue. Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
This is a good one right here. The Padres. Little pinstripe unis. We would wear these every Thursday. When I kept it, I wanted to keep it all dirty. I always felt like if you didn't get dirty in a baseball game, you kind of didn't really play that day. So I had my pine tar there, a little dirt in the front side of it, but the brown and orange, really cool cleats. All the fans really enjoyed it as much as the players did.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time, because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Attitude off the charts for a guy that's 0-7. Hasn't had any good luck this year. Boy, it never gets him down. He's remarkable. First pitch, Nimmo looks at a strike. So many guys would let the numbers defeat them, but Tanner Bybee's handled this with such great maturity and class. The pitch, swing and a foul back. And anybody that says that wins aren't important, well, they've never been a major league pitcher. No major league pitcher wants to see an 0-7 record next to their name, no matter how well they've pitched. But it's not impacted Tanner negatively at all. That pitch down and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tomorrow, it's a day game. 2:35 first pitch Cleveland time. Joey Cantillo against Jacob deGrom. Now the windup. Now the 1-2. Swung on, line to center field. Back goes Schneemann, still back, reaches up and makes the catch as he was getting to the track in deep center. Nimmo gave it a ride. That'll bring up Wyatt Langford. Langford back in the lineup last night after being out 6 weeks with a forearm strain. Hitting .238 with a homer and 4 RBIs. Right-handed batter. Tanner Bybee into the motion. Here it comes. And it's just off the outside corner. Ball 1. Tanner and Gavin Williams. What a 2021 draft. Cleveland getting Williams in the first round. Bybee in the 5th. The pitch. A swing and a towering fly ball to left, up near the steel beams, near the foul line, and left to make the catch is Stephen Kwan. You can hit this roof. It's not that high, and if you don't actually hit the roof itself, you could hit those steel girders that hold the roof in place. 2 down. Here's Ezekiel Duran. No score, second inning. Duran batting .284, 4 homers, 32 RBIs. Now the wind and pitch, and it's in there, a strike. Of course, the old Texas ballpark, as we look out beyond this ballpark, the glass windows beyond the seating and left, we see the old Texas ballpark. The pitch, swing and a foul tip. 0-2. That opened in 1994, the same year as Jacobs Field. Now they have some concerts there, some football games. And then this ballpark opened in 2020. The 0-2 down and away. And then we're just down the street from Jerry's World, the home of the Dallas Cowboys. And next week, the home of soccer, the World Cup. Some of it coming to Dallas. Two down, Rangers batting, second inning, no score. Now the 1-2 offering. Up high. Of course, Tanner Bybee's fiance was a tremendous college soccer player, and then she was also a professional soccer player. The 2-2, swing and a little blooper into shallow right, caught by Martinez. And boy, Tanner Bybee is dominant here in the first 2 innings tonight. Scoreless as we go to the third on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Yeah, mine was a tops now as well. I hit my first walk-off last year against the Mets.
Jacob Young, Nationals win. Now he's got his first walk-off big league hit.
Dad had bought a stack of them. And I was like, I think we can get these ourselves, but he went ahead and bought a stack for himself.
Like business cards. There you go.
But it was awesome just to, have that moment and have everyone so excited to, have a picture of you is a fun moment.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Bonds would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chef.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
The number 8 hitter, switch hitting catcher Patrick Bailey at the plate, hitting $145, couple of homers, 9 RBIs. Jack Leiter into the motion and the pitch, and a check swing and a pitch inside. Patrick Bailey, thrilled to be with the Cleveland Guardians, first round pick by the Giants in 2020. But San Francisco dealt him to Cleveland, the pitch, and he fouls it back. Been almost a month now. Cleveland got him on May 9th. He's just happy to be out of that beautiful ballpark in San Francisco. It's beautiful unless you're trying to hit in it, especially when you're left-handed. The windup, the 1-1, swung on a little dribbler toward the mound. Leiter fields, flips to first to get Bailey. Bailey was saying it can be very defeating. You'll smoke a ball to right center, and he said that's where the opposition is always playing you, right center. They're way off the line in right because they know anything hit to straightaway right is usually out or will kick toward them in right center. And he said the amount of hits you lose in the gap in right center in San Francisco is at times very defeating. Here's Brian Rocchio switch hitting shortstop, batting left-handed. Takes a ball outside. No score, third inning. 1 out, nobody on. Jack Leiter looking sharp tonight. He's walked once, striking out 2. No hits for Cleveland. Last night, the Guardians only had 7. That pitch inside, a ball, 2-0. Boy, Cleveland's bats came to life at Yankee Stadium, but a little different here in Arlington so far this weekend. Now the kick in the 2-0. High, ball 3. Rocchio with a .279 batting mark, 4 homers, 28 RBIs. Become the everyday shortstop with the injury to Gabriel Arias. The 3-0. There's a strike. And you just wonder where Arias fits on this club. He's now on a minor league rehab assignment with Columbus. They'll play him everywhere in Columbus because if he's back on the big league club, it'll be as a utility guy. The 3-1. Rocchio skies one. Left side of the infield. Third baseman Young waiting, grabbing, 2 down. That'll bring up the leadoff man, Travis Bazzana. Struck out looking his first time up. 2 outs, nobody on. No score here in the third. There's some guys knocking on that door in Columbus. Cooper Engel has been hitting the ball well all year. Khalil Watson's having a good year. Ralphie Velasquez starting to get it going. The pitch up high. Relievers like Franco Alaman and Daniel Espino, they're very close. 2 down, no score, third inning. Leiter into the motion, and the 1-0 pitch. And a check swing, he went around. 1-1, good slider from Jack Leiter. Boy, last year, Leiter dominated Cleveland. He went 2-0 with a 1.29 ERA. In 14 innings, struck out 20 and walked 1. The pitch hit on the ground to first, backhanded by Berger. Flips to Leiter covering. He has a no-hitter through 3. Scoreless in Arlington.
Step back in time and celebrate America's pastime at the baseball. Step back and
Mitch Meyer at the wall, leaping off his glove, and look at Ross Glow preventing a 3-run home run. That is one of the oddest plays.
Giles, a long run towards the corner. Crashes through the door. For a moment, I thought he wanted to leave early.
A strange-looking defensive play by Pat Burrell. It looked like the invisible man came from behind and tackled him.
Wanted out in front of the plate. He's falling forward. And that's a Zach Bonus flare.
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century. And certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
by the sidewall, slides. He made the catch. He hangs on. Isaac Collins slid into the short sidewall in the left field corner and made a terrific backhand grab.
Came back to his splitter and gets his 8th strikeout of the day.
Look out, San Diego Padres.
With Zach Wheeler 7 strong for the Phillies here this afternoon.
Drew Gilbert, he caught it. Takes a home run away. Holding up the ball with his hand, letting everybody know.
Swung on that, is hit high and deep. Down the left field line, towards the corner. Goodbye! It's a walk-off blast, and the Diamondbacks win the finale. That one back. Gone. Heathrow Armstrong will touch them all. PCA trying to win it here in the ninth. In the air, falling.
Oh, my goodness.
And the Cubs
look at this place.
This is one for the memory banks.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Right-handed hitter, does lead Texas with 10 homers and with 37 RBIs. Berger played a bit toward left, medium deep. The windup and the pitch. And a check swing. Did he go? Evidently not. And the cutter down and away, ball one. Bibee into the motion. Here it comes. And it's swung on, grounded right at the third baseman. Jose Ramirez fires it over. Well, what else is new? Tanner Bibee's locked in a pitcher's duel. Jack Leiter and Tanner Bibee, both tremendous starts here tonight. Here's Evan Carter, left-handed hitter in center field, trying to get things going. He's batting $170. 6 homers, 18 RBIs. The wind and pitch, and it's high, ball one. Bibee into the motion, the next delivery, and it's hit in the air, foul down the left side out of play. And the count 1-1. Evan Carter grew up in northeast Tennessee, not far from Bristol. Same hometown as former Dallas Cowboys star tight end Jason Witten. The pitch, a swing and a foul, third base side, lower deck. In fact, Evan Carter, when he was in high school, played high school football for Jason Witten's brother, Sean. That was his coach. Now the 1-2. A little bit high, ball 2, 2-2. Carter is only 23 years of age. He's had some back issues that has really hurt him the last 2 years. Healthy this year, but not swinging it. The next pitch, and that was right by him. That pitch was almost in the catcher's mitt when he swung and missed at it. Strikeout number 1 for Tanner Bibee. 2 down in the third. No score for the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. He's batting .242, got his 4th home run last night. And that kind of led to the unraveling of Parker Messick in the 6th inning. 2 down, nobody on, no score, 3rd inning. The pitch, and it's a little bit low, ball 1. The kick and delivery, there's a strike. Pumped one in there at 94 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tanner Bibee, the American League Rookie of the Year runner-up 3 years ago. The pitch swung on, a weak fly ball to shallow center. Schneemann will make the catch, and Tanner Bibee could not be any more dominant. Through 3, we are scoreless on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
understands it. He gets fisted toward the Angel dugout. Got folks moving. Again, slapped that way. Same spot. Uh-oh. Gray with the 0-2 pitch. Same spot almost. Still 0-2.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
Let's open this up. Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
The animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right?
He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's all
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
Inning here at Globe Life Field with the roof closed, rain outside, but comfortable inside. And both pitchers terrific so far. Tanner Bybee has allowed just one hit for the Guardians. And as Jack Leiter takes the mound for Texas, he's allowed one base runner. It was a walk to Kyle Manzardo back in the second inning. Now Jose Ramirez leads it off in the fourth. He popped to short his first time up. Leiter delivers. And it's swung on and fouled back into the net. 95 on the hard stuff from Leiter. And he'll sit mid-90s. And really the one issue, a little bit of command issues. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on and looped foul down the line, left side out of play. 0-2 the count on Ramirez. But the stuff is excellent from Leiter, and his numbers continue to take a step forward this year in his third major league season. Here comes his 0-2. Low and inside for a ball. 1-2 the count. Of course, the Guardians have that great foundation of good starting pitching. Texas, pretty good too, as they are neck and neck statistically with Cleveland, at or near the top of the American League in pitching, both starting and relief. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to right. This is hit well, way back there, and that ball is gone. Home run, Jose Ramirez, and the Guardians take the lead 1-0. There's a little crevice at the 374 mark where the bullpen juts out for the Rangers, and it looked like he snuck it right in there for home run number 10 on the season. The first hit allowed by Leiter's a home run. And again, Jose Ramirez going well at the plate, and he gets it started tonight for the Guardians. Now Chase DeLauder. The pitch. And it's outside for ball one. Not many hitters can hit a 97-mile-an-hour fastball that's up and out of the strike zone for a home run. He's something, isn't he? Jose Ramirez does it again. Here's Chase DeLauder, and the pitch to him's up high, 2-0. Well, they pitch him so carefully now and don't give him much. And you don't want him expanding too much, but if anybody can and still have success, he can. Here's the 2-0. Down low, ball 3. Both teams looking for a spark offensively tonight, and the Guardians get that right here in the fourth inning. Here's the 3-0, and it's swung on, popped him up on the infield. Behind the pitcher's mound, the shortstop, Seager, makes the catch about halfway between the mound and second base. So one down, and that'll bring up Kyle Manzardo. Manzardo walked his first time up. He's starting to get it rolling at the plate. If you were with us earlier, Tom, mentioning the stretch he's been on really since May 1st. And credit to him, he hit in some hard luck in the month of April. His numbers really struggled to get going. The pitch is outside for a ball, but he stayed with an approach that he thought would work, and slowly but surely it's come around for Kyle Manzardo, coming in with 7 homers, 20 driven in. Here's the pitch to him. Fastball up and in. 2-0 the count. Daniel Schneemann waits on deck. Guardians up 1-0 on the Ramirez home run here in the fourth. Here's Leiter's 2-0. That's up and in for ball 3. We're seeing a little bit of those command issues from Leiter here in the first 4 innings tonight. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. And the count's now 3-1. Outfield playing it straight away for Manzardo. Infield to pull slightly. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. Almost hit him. And for the second time tonight, Kyle Manzardo has drawn a walk. This time a one-out walk in the fourth. Don't forget, now through August the 6th, you can visit GuardiansF150Sweeps.com to enter for a chance to win a special Guardians edition 2026 F-150 Raptor truck. It's courtesy of your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. And we'll be a break in the action now as the pitching coach, Jordan Teagues, heads out to the mound to have a chat with Leiter. We'll allow the leadoff home run this inning to Ramirez. And now the walk to Manzardo with 1 away. Guardians came into play today, 2 up on the White Sox, who won again in Philadelphia. I thought we still haven't seen the White Sox, but boy, just from a distance, we're getting deep enough into the season now where you think maybe it's for real for them. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but massive improvement. I mean, they've had back-to-back 100-loss seasons, so this is an incredible improvement, no matter if it lasts or not. With their win today, they're 4 over the 500 mark. As Schneemann steps in, here's the pitch, and it's on the inside corner for a strike. I don't think they're ready to be a playoff team, and I'm sure they don't think they are. I mean, they're not going to go out and start trading young players to get into the playoffs this year. They're looking at the big picture, but how encouraging it must be. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, that's chopped foul outside of first. And the good news is the White Sox would like a new ballpark, but they are not going to move to Indiana to get it. Are there other teams in Chicago that are thinking that way? The Indiana Bears. That doesn't sound right, does it? What is going on? They're going through that here with their NBA and NHL teams. Moving out of Dallas. Here's the 0-2. Down low, 1-2. It's amazing how the things cycle through. For the longest time, it was build a downtown ballpark, a downtown arena. And now you're hearing teams that want to move to the suburbs again. Guardians up 1-0. We're in the top half of the fourth inning. Schneemann at the plate with Manzardo at first. 1 away, the pitch. Swung on, popped him up, foul. Third base side. Maybe a play. It's near the dugout, and it ends up on the dugout roof, the Guardians dugout on that third base side. So Schneemann stays alive with 2 strikes. Jose Ramirez with home run number 10 to lead off this inning. Now Schneemann battling with a 1-2 count. He flied to right his first time up. Trying to get it going again. Daniel Schneemann went through a tough month of May. We saw the best of him early in the season. Here comes the 1-2 from Jack Leiter. Swung on, and that's looped over the outstretched glove of the shortstop, Seager. It's a base hit in the left center. Moving up 90 feet to second is Manzardo, and Schneemann fought off a pretty good pitch and singles to give the Guardians runners at first and second. Now Angel Martinez. Martinez flied to center his first time up. When we saw this last night, Guardians had opportunities to tack on and grow an early lead, but could not come up with the key hit. Opportunity here to make it much more than just a 1-run inning. As the catcher Higashioka comes out in front of home plate, and he'll run through some signs for his infielders. Angel Martinez, a switch hitter, will stand in from the left side, and like Schneemann, Martinez trying to get it going again. Not that far removed from Player of the Week honors, but has slumped since. Here's the pitch, and he swings and pops it up high in the air to shallow center. Settling under it, Carter, and the center fielder makes the catch for the second out in the inning. Stephen Kwan will come to the plate. Kwan lined to center his first time up. Another line drive for Kwan, so a good sign there. Even though he was out back in the second inning. Now trying to come through. Got off to a great start with men in scoring position this season. He slipped a little bit lately, but still, Kwan at 286 with runners in scoring position on the year. And he has Cal Manzardo out there at second with Daniel Schneemann on at first. Leiter slowing it down a little bit. He was back behind the mound while Higashioka went through signals again out in front of home plate. Now we're ready. Here's the pitch. And Kwan takes it low and in for ball 1. Same 2 clubs tomorrow afternoon to wrap up the road trip for the Guardians. They took 2 out of 3 in New York. And they'll play the Rangers tomorrow afternoon at 2:35. Here's the 1-0. Strike called on the inside corner. Fastball at 96. Back-to-back Vanderbilt products the Guardians are facing in this series. Kumar Rocker last night. And now Jack Leiter tonight. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, and that's line to left near the line. Moving over Langford, and he makes the catch in fair territory. Not easy, as there's the foul line, and then not much room until you run into the sidewall, but Langford got it.
All right, Ryan, PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this. Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So one of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
Bean is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. High fly ball, right field on its way. Forget it. Out of here. Woo! Ian Happel-Touchable is 14th. That was crushed. 6-3.
And that ball 108, 1 off the bat. Almost leaves the building.
446. And that one was ticketed for Sheffield.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. pregame, postgame, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
One ball, one strike to Ted Williams. And there's a long drive to deep right center. It could be. It could be. It is. Ted Williams has homered in his last time at bat. Williams, rounding the bases, is not tipping his cap. The crowd yelling, they're waiting for him. He does not tip his cap.
Second time through the lineup now for Texas against Tanner Bybee, who has thrown the ball extremely well through the first three. And the Guardians have a 1-0 lead now, heading to the bottom half of the fourth. Jock Peterson will lead things off. Jim Rosenhaus along with Tom Hamilton greeting you from Globe Life Field in Arlington. Kern Brouillard, our on-site engineer. Always great to see Kern. Here's the pitch. And it's a breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike. Brian Matze back home at command center. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Peterson takes it outside for a ball, and it's 1-1. Peterson was off to a slow start like a lot of his teammates, but he has started to come on at the plate. Came in with 8 homers, 23 driven in. And he takes a pitch in tight for a ball, 2-1 the count. You look up and down the Texas lineup, you feel like the potential is there for them to score more runs than they have so far. The 2-1 swung on, and there's a high fly ball to left center. Cruising after it now is Kwan, and he makes the catch just as he got to the warning track. 1 down, and here comes Corey Seager. And he's a big reason why, with his return, that Texas feels they can start scoring more runs than they have been. And even with those struggles, they're right near the top of the division. Came in second place in the division behind the Mariners. Here's the pitch to Seager. And it's low and in for ball 1. Texas a game under 500, but as we speak, 2 games back of the Mariners. Here's the 1-0, and it's outside and high, 2-0. Now the 2-0 delivery from Tanner Bybee. Swung on, line to left. Kwan coming in, makes the running catch. 2 up, 2 down for Texas in the bottom half of the fourth as Bybee continues to cruise. Enbridge Gas Ohio wants to remind you, whether you're an individual or a contractor, state law requires that you call 811 before you dig. To have those underground utilities marked as simple and free, just dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging. Josh Young steps in, bounced into a double play first time up, and he takes a pitch outside for ball 1. We're in the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-0 Cleveland. Bybee right back with a 1-0 pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner. Good sinking fastball that time from Bybee. Now the 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Bybee threw well his last time out, got through 6 against the Red Sox and left with a lead. But a rare, tough day for the bullpen for Cleveland last Sunday at home, and it turned around quickly. The 2-1 swung on, line drive, base hit into right field. A 2-out single for Josh Young, and the Rangers keep the inning alive. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Line to center his first time up. The career New York Met. And traded over here in the offseason for Marcus Semien. So a little more veteran leadership for the Rangers, who have a lot of seasoned veterans on this club. Here's the pitch, and it's down low for a ball. Cal Quantrill, the former Cleveland pitcher, is in the bullpen for Texas, and ran into him yesterday, and he said it really is a team filled with veterans who are here for one thing, and that's to get to the postseason and do damage. Here's the 1-0. In tight, 2-0. Quantrill was with the Marlins a year ago, and he said, I mean, that's a team that's always going young and developing their own prospects. And he said, none of that here. These are players who are in their stage of the career who are all about winning and getting to the postseason. The pitch, swing and a miss. And it's 2-1 on Nimmo. 2 outs, runner at first, 1-0. Guardians in front. Bibee from the stretch. Here's his pitch, and it's low and outside for a ball. 3-1 the count. Bibee has not walked a batter yet tonight, but he's behind Nimmo, 3-1. Now the right-hander sets again. The 3-1 pitch. Just a bit outside, maybe a little low. No challenge. A walk by Bibee. Young moves up to second, and now the Rangers, with 2 outs, have runners at first and second. Wyatt Langford steps in. He had a key double in the 3-run inning that won the ball game for Texas last night. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good fastball from Bibee. Guardians were up heading to the 6th last night, but Texas put together a 3-run inning, and that was enough. They won 3-2. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, popped him up. Right field. Martinez is under it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Rangers strand a pair. We head to the 5th. It's the Guardians 1, Texas 0.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay. Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yeah.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
No, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Slams it deep left center. Kittle turning around. Goodbye, home run. No, it hit the roof. It hit the roof and came back in. He may have it inside the park home run. No, they're going to hold him. They can't. He went through the sign. Fisk has got him. There's one
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
/Wiser. That's clevelandclinic.org/WISER. 1-0 Guardians, 5th inning. Patrick Bailey will lead things off for the Guardians. Switch hitting catcher in from the left side. Jack Leiter, the righty, fires away, and his fastball's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count on Bailey. Bailey bounced back to the mound his first time up. Here's Leiter's pitch. Swung on, looped foul out of play. Off to the third base side, second level. And it's 0-2 quickly on Bailey. Guardians in at least to this point, another low-scoring, well-pitched game. The 0-2 swung on, foul back. And it holds at 0-2 on Bailey. Jack Leiter, boy, the Guardians saw the best of him a year ago. 2 late season starts. He was terrific. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, yanked foul down the first base line off the netting. What a foul ball, and it remains 0-2 on Bailey. But in both of his 7-inning starts, one here, one in Cleveland, Leiter struck out 10 and picked up wins in both games. The 0-2 swung on, popped him up. This behind home plate foul and back out of play. And we will do it again on 0-2. Make your favorite players all-stars. You can cast your ballot, the 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot daily, just by visiting MLB.com/vote. Here's the 0-2. Upstairs for a ball. 1-2 the count. Brian Rocchio is next, then back to the top of the lineup for Travis Bazzana here in the 5th inning. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, lined foul, first base side again. As Bailey continues to stay alive with 2 strikes. And the pitch count climbing a little bit for Leiter. As he starts this 5th inning, he's at 71 pitches. But the Ranger bullpen, that has been a strength for them, just as the Guardians pen has been. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, and that's bounced near the middle, but Seager on the first base side of second. The shortstop picks it up and throws on to first for the out. So 1 down. And here's Brian Rocchio, who popped to third his first time up. Get you the injury report this half inning, presented by Elk & Elk, an official partner of the Guardians. If an auto accident or medical malpractice caused you injury, call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Gabriel Arias with that hamstring injury. He's out on a rehab assignment now with AAA Columbus. Here's the pitch to Rocchio. Outside and high for a ball. The fastball that time missed. Eric Sabrowski with that left elbow inflammation. He's been on the injured list. Interesting to see. We'll get an update and a chance to visit with him when the team gets home. The 1-0 swung on, and that's drilled high and deep down the right field line, and it hit the foul pole. Home run, Brian Rocchio. Oh, did he crush that down the right field line, and the Guardians take a 2-0 lead. Number 5 for Brian Rocchio. And the Guardians twice now in a ballpark that hasn't been yielding many have hit a pair of solo home runs. Rocchio, he took that big swing, never left home plate just to see if indeed it would stay fair, and it clanked off the foul pole almost at the top of the pole down that right field line. Now Travis Bazzana at the top of the lineup takes a pitch low and in for ball one. For Jack Leiter, that's now 11 home runs allowed. Bazzana's 0 for 2 after his big night last night. Here's the pitch. And it's on the inside corner for a strike. Came within a double of the cycle. What a start to his major league career, Travis Bazzana. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, bouncing ball foul past Sandy Alomar at first base. Now the Guardians on home runs from Jose Ramirez last inning. Now Brian Rocchio this inning. Have a 2-run advantage. And again, we saw last night they love to tack on. Had an opportunity last inning to add, but could not. Here's the 1-2. Outside for a ball, 2-2. Don't forget, for every Guardians home run this season, Davey Trees Swing for the Trees program. They're committed to planting a tree in Northeast Ohio. Another home run. Another tree planted by Davey Tree. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, and there's a pop-up first base side, foul territory. Ranging over the first baseman, Berger, and he makes the catch just up against the railing in front of those field level suites. So 2 down in the inning, and here's Jose Ramirez. He homered last time up in the 4th, his 10th home run of the season. That's the 11th time in his career he's had at least 10 home runs in the season. That's tops in franchise history now. He takes a pitch down low for a ball, and he checked his swing. Oftentimes it's spectacular from Ramirez, but the other part of it, the consistency from year to year, has been just tremendous. Here's the 1-0. It's outside for a ball. 2-0 the count. First time Hosey hit 10 or more in the season, the 2016 World Series year. And now he's done it 11 times. Here's the 2-0. Fastball strike on the inside corner. And that is career home run number 295 for Ramirez. So he's closing in on 300 steals, 300 home runs. Here's the 2-1. Fastball in tight, 3-1. He's got the stolen base over 300. That's out of the way. Home runs will be next at some point. Now the 3-1. Outside ball 4. Ramirez draws the walk. 2-out base runner for the Guardians, and with Ramirez at first with 2 outs, we'll see how quickly he can get himself to second base. He has 22 steals, tied for tops in the American League. And let's see if he can get himself into scoring position for Chase DeLauder, who has struck out, popped to short. The pitch to him, there he goes, and the pitch is low and in. The throw by Higashioka sails into center. To his feet and on his way to third, and in standing up is Ramirez. A stolen base and a throwing error by Higashioka. And just like that, the Guardians have a runner at third with 2 down. Well, you knew that was coming. And he got a great jump. So 23 steals now for Ramirez, taking over league high honors. We count on DeLauder 1-0. Long set by Leiter. Here's his pitch. Up and in for a ball. Cutter that time. And DeLauder leaning back. And it's now 2-0 on DeLauder. And we had heard in regards to Leiter, one of those areas, command, that he's been laboring with off and on in this early part of the season. And we've seen it here tonight. The pitch swung on, and there's a line drive, base hit right field. DeLauder drives in Ramirez from third with a sharp single to right, and the Guardians now lead it 3-0. All right, Tom, you mentioned it earlier. He's been working at it, and he hasn't been striking out during this stretch where his average has slipped a little bit, but still gives you a good at-bat.
And he hasn't gotten rewarded. That time he got a line drive RBI single. And again, to me, what's most remarkable, Rosie, Chase DeLauder is playing in his 61st game. He's never played 60 games in a minor league season.
Now Kyle Manzardo, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. Hey, it's going to be fascinating to see how he handles this now, because we're not even at the halfway point of the schedule. And certainly they want to keep him healthy, and how do they keep him from wearing down over the course of the long major league season? Here's the pitch. And it's swung on and drilled down the right field line. Fair ball. Into the corner it goes. DeLauder's on his way to third. They're going to wave him around. And the relay's dropped and bobbled out in shallow right. DeLauder scores easily. Into second with an RBI double is Manzardo. Another run on the board for the Guardians, who now lead it 4-0. And now they have tacked on. Kyle Manzardo continuing to sizzle. The double, his 7th now, 21 batted in. And Daniel Schneemann will hit with a man in scoring position in Manzardo.
Isn't it something too, Rosie? Leiter from the 5th inning on has an earned run average of 6. Guess what inning?
We are in the 5th. 3 on the board.
3rd time through the lineup. And, you know, it's part of being a young pitcher and also learning how to navigate a lineup 3, sometimes 4 times.
Here's his 0-1. Schneemann takes strike 2 on the outside corner. I think sometimes that draft status, you think maybe a pitcher or a player is further along than maybe they should be, but he's still learning. It's just year 3, and the first year, very limited time. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, line drive, base hit into center. Rounding third, scoring is Manzardo, and Schneemann comes through. And the Guardians have the big inning. 5-0 Cleveland on Schneemann's 20th RBI of the year. And here comes Skip Schumacher. That is it for Jack Leiter. And it went away in a hurry. The Guardians putting together 3 consecutive RBI base hits with 2 outs. And they have chased the starter tonight. Cal Quantrill will come on to pitch for Texas. And this pitching change brought to you by our
Bryce Matthews, who struck out looking his first time up. Matthews getting the start in left field tonight. Matthews hits it in the air pretty well to center. Going back on it is Rafaela at the wall, looking up. See you later! Bryce Matthews with his first long ball of the year, right by the Phillips 66 home run pump. And the Astros lead 4-0. That went 434 feet just to the left of straightaway center. And it was 111 miles an hour off Matthews' bat.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
The 1-0. Fly ball down the left field line towards the pole. This ball is gone. Grand slam, Ethan Holiday, Oppo Taco.
Right-hander Cal Quantrill is on to pitch for Texas with the Guardians up 5-0 in the fifth. On the move with the pitch is Schneemann, but it's fouled back by Martinez for strike one. Schneemann had a great jump. And you see that a lot. New pitcher in the game. Base runners trying to take advantage of that. Maybe they're just focused on the hitter coming in. Quantrill, the veteran, whose best season was with Cleveland back in 2022. Won 15 games that year. Here's the 0-1. And it's down low for a ball. 1-1 the count. It's bounced around a little bit since. Colorado in 2024, Miami and Atlanta last year. And now the Rangers this season had to make the club out of spring training, and it was iffy at the end of the spring, but here he is. He's made it. And part of their bullpen. Throw to first, diving back in, and in safely is Schneemann. For Quantrill, it's appearance number 12, 3-0, an earned run average of 2.42. A 1-1 count on Martinez. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. The pitch is a strike, and the throw down got in time. Stolen base. Daniel Schneemann. For Schneemann, that is stolen base number 4. Another runner in scoring position for the Guardians, and they have been rock solid this inning with 2 outs and men in scoring position. A 4-run inning for the Guardians here in the 5th. Here's Quantrill's 1-2. Swung on, fouled back into the net. Hussein. That relief work has been just fine by him. Obviously, a career starting pitcher, but serves a valuable role in that bullpen for this ball club. Here's his 1-2. Breaking ball low and in, and it hit Martinez in the foot. A hit batsman. And the inning continues for the Guardians as Martinez is hit by a pitch to put runners at first and second, and the 9th man to bat in the inning is Stephen Kwan.
All of this with 2 outs, nobody on, and a walk. How many times do we say, why is the walk the undoing?
And we always talk about leadoff walks, but again, that 2-out walk, just it keeps an inning going, and you just wonder if a pitcher, if it impacts a pitcher differently than if they allow a single. But it's ignited something here for the Guardians. It was Ramirez who drew the walk, and then a single, double single, and a hit batsman, and the inning's still going with Kwan digging in. Quantrill delivers, and Kwan takes a strike on the outside corner. 4 runs in the inning, 5 runs on 6 hits in the game for the Guardians. Here it comes, and Kwan takes it outside for a ball. And you talked about it earlier, Tom. Tanner Bybee has handled things wonderfully well for the 1-loss record that he's endured here early in the season. But he has to love looking up at that board, seeing 5 runs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive to left. Langford comes on, makes the catch. And Kwan is retired on another line drive out. But the Guardians score 4, and we'll head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Cleveland 5, Texas nothing.
Power your drive with Mobil 1 motor oil. Buy 5 quarts, get $15 back, and score a fast and furious prize after rebate at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
A
a snack that Freddie cannot resist?
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yeah.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
No, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
On the move and diving and making the catch is Jake Bowers. Back goes Jacob Young. He's at the wall. He's leaping. And he makes the catch with his right foot into the wall. This one's ripped to left center field, and that's going to be caught by Myers. Line drive up in the air. Leaping catch. Young to bring it down. Bouncer left side. Bare hand play by Sal Stewart on the bounce. Got him. Having a hot shot and a diving grab by Norby at first.
Backhanded and shallow center. Brocchio off balance throw. Got him.
Meyer over calling foul territory. Oh. He makes the catch. Tumbling into the tarp.
Diving stop by Caminero. Hops up, throws to first, and got him.
Foul territory, and he makes the snow cone as he hops over the tarp. Ewing going back and reaches out and smashes the wall and hangs on. Going back Crawford to the track at the wall, makes the catch, bangs into the fence.
Siri tracking it back towards the wall, and Siri got it, took away a grand slam.
Baldwin has been the impact player today offensively for the Braves, and now he hits one high in the air to left center field. Clark surveying, he leaps, he got it! Denzel Clark, his first home run robbery of the year, comes in Atlanta. That's why he's out there. A Superman catch from Clark.
And he tracks it the entire way. Times his leap like he's been playing center field here at Truist Park for 10 years.
Jim Rosenhaus.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos.
Half of the fifth. Ezekiel Duran to face Tanner Bybee, who starts him off with a breaking ball in there for a strike. Kern Brouillard, our on-site engineer. And Brian Matze back home at command center. Here's the 0-1. Low and outside, 1-1. Well, for Bybee, a 5-run lead in the fifth. This has been hard to come by for him this season. Here's the 1-1. Outside and high, 2-1. And he has been throwing the ball extremely well tonight. Just 2 hits allowed. He's walked 1 and struck out 1. Here's his 2-1 pitch. Swung on, line towards second. 1-hop grab by Bazana, who throws to first in time for the out. So 1 away for Jake Berger. He bounced to third his first time up. Day game tomorrow here, then back home. New homestand opens up Monday night. The Yankees come in Monday and Tuesday nights, Wednesday afternoon, and tickets start at just $20 at CLEGuardians.com. Here's the pitch, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. Yankees and Red Sox rained out in New York tonight. A lot of day baseball today. Most of the action just about complete in Major League Baseball, or at least a lot of it. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Bybee. Berger takes a strike on the outside corner, and quickly it's 0-2. Looks like Bybee has had good command of his fastballs tonight, be it the cutter, the sinker. Here's his 0-2, way outside for a ball. Berger, big right-handed hitting first baseman. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Bybee got him to chase the changeup. Second strikeout for Tanner Bybee. 2 quick outs here in the fifth, and this is where you like to see a good veteran pitcher like Tanner Bybee. His team got him 4 in the top half of the inning, and he's going right after the hitters here in the bottom half. Evan Carter steps in. Struck out his first time up. Pitch to him. Outside and high for a ball. Bibee with that good rhythm going. Winds it up. The 1-0. Swung on. Yanked foul outside of first. And that'll even it up at 1-1. The young outfielder Evan Carter played a key role in that stretch run and postseason run to a World Series championship back in 2023. Here's the pitch to him. Just missed. No challenge. And again tonight we've had one challenge, but that's it. Last night, deep into the game before anybody challenged a ball or a strike. The 2-1. There's a strike on the inside corner. Good change up from Bibee to square the count at 2-2. With 2 outs, bases empty. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. Just missed inside. Bibee hopped off the mound. He was headed to the third base dugout, but then looked in and realized it was not called a strike, but it was close. And Bailey does such a great job trying to frame him. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, fouled back and out of play. Guardians with that 5-0 lead here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Looking to even up this series at 1 win apiece. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Tried to get that sinker past him, but Carter just got a piece to stay alive. 7 pitch at bat for Evan Carter. Bibee on the pitch count. Gives you an idea of how effective he's been tonight. He's only at 60 pitches at this point, 35 strikes. Another payoff pitch coming to Evan Carter. Here it is. Swung on, foul tip, hung on to by Bailey. That's strike 3 and a 1-2-3 inning thrown by Tanner Bibee. 5 complete in Arlington. It's the Guardians 5, the Rangers nothing.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
The Seattle Mariners have officially found their groove, riding the wave of an amazing run that started in May and has them sailing in June.
And the Mariners sweep the A's.
The secret to their recent success? Power at the plate and dominance on the mound.
Swung on and missed, got him.
The rotation, led by Emerson Hancock, Brian Wu, and Logan Gilbert, has been absolutely electric, shutting down opposing lineups. And while all-star backstop Cal Raleigh remains sidelined, a surge of offensive power has arrived.
A rainmaker to left field. Julio with a bang.
Julio Rodriguez is on fire and flexing his marquee muscle. Throw a locked-in Randy Arozarena and a red-hot Luke Raley into the mix, and you got a lineup firing on all cylinders. Thanks to the run of victories to kick off the summer, Seattle has cruised to the top of the AL West and has the Pacific Northwest rocking. The American League is officially on notice. The Mariners are a problem.
Everybody, Tom Hamilton back with you on a rainy, stormy night with flood watches here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
But it doesn't matter. The roof is closed. Big Saturday night crowd. And they've watched Tanner Bybee dominate on the mound for Cleveland. And the Guardians offense awakening. Solo homers by Jose Ramirez to right center. And Brian Rocchio off the foul pole in right. RBI singles by Daniel Schneemann and Chase DeLauder. RBI double by Kyle Mansardo. Catcher Patrick Bailey with a foul back. Strike one as we go to the sixth. Cleveland 5 runs, 6 hits. Texas shutout on 2 hits. Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, the Colonel. Kern Brulard and Brian Matze with you on this Saturday evening. The pitch. And it's fouled at the plate. Patrick Bailey has grounded out twice. Jack Leiter started, went 3 hitless innings, but trouble the second and third times through the order. He goes 4 2/3 tonight, giving up 5 runs on 6 hits, walked 3, struck out 2. The pitch, high. Second inning of work for Cal Quantrill. His dad, Paul Quantrill, pitched 14 years in the big leagues, and boy, was he a key member of Joe Torre's Yankee bullpens. Now the pitch. A swing and a foul down the left side. This will get into the second deck, and the count stays 1-2. Cal went to Stanford, was the 8th player chosen in the first round of the draft 10 years ago by San Diego. One of 9 players involved in that Cleveland Padre trade 2020. The pitch swung on a weak ground ball, headed to the second baseman. Duran charges, gloves, and throws, and Bailey is out number 1. Bring up Brian Rocchio. Rocchio got it going last inning with a home run high off the foul pole in right, his 5th home run. He'll bat left-handed against Quantrill. The set and delivery, and it's a little high, ball 1. Cal Quantrill had his worst season in the big leagues a year ago with Miami and Atlanta. Made 26 starts. It did not go well. The 1-0. Swung on line to center, another base hit, the second for Rocchio. Last year, Quantrill had a 4-12 record and a 6.04 earned run average. And this year, finding his niche in the Texas bullpen. First year that he's been a full-time reliever in his 8-year Major League career. Top of the order, here's Travis Bazzana. Strikeout, ground out, foul out. 5-0 Cleveland, runner on, 1 out, 6th inning. The set, the pitch, swinging a shot to third, caught by Young. Bazzana smoked one the other way, out number 2. That'll bring up Jose Ramirez. Solo homer to right center. Walked last inning with 2 down. And that started a 3-run rally. 5-0 Cleveland, runner on, 2 down, 6th inning. Been a heck of a road trip for Jose Ramirez. He'll bat left-handed. Throw over to first. Back standing is Rocchio. So Ramirez has hit 2 home runs, 3 doubles on this road trip to New York and Arlington. The pitch, and it's high, ball 1. The next delivery, up high again, 2-0. Quantrill now is throwing a lot of sinkers, cut fastballs, and split fingers. From the first base side of the rubber, he sets, hands just about belled high, the pitch, and it's pulled foul right side. and a 2-1 count on Jose Ramirez. Rocchio, the lead at first with 2 down here in the 6th. Cleveland with a 5-run advantage. Now the 2-1. Up high and all the way to the backstop. On a wild pitch, Rocchio goes to second. Outfield for Ramirez, not nearly as deep as you would normally expect. Medium deep at best. Now the 3-1, and he missed outside. Ramirez walks again. So Chase DeLauder will bat as Cal Quantrill wanted no part of Jose Ramirez. 2 out, 2 on. DeLauder had a big 2-out RBI single last inning. That broke an 0-for-15 slide. Let's see if that gets Chase DeLauder going. The rookie out of James Madison University, who did not have any other scholarship offers. The school of his dreams had no interest. West Virginia University. The pitch. Outside corner, a strike. He challenges the call. Chase DeLauder is wrong. It is a strike. West Virginia is going to Omaha. They absolutely buried the Super Regional. They are on their way to the College World Series. The pitch. And it's a touch high. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, West Virginia in the Super Regional beat Cal Poly 12-2 and 17-1. Mountaineers are headed to Omaha. Now the 1-1. Swung on, foul down the left side out of play, 1-2. Chase DeLauder said, I now root for West Virginia in every sport except baseball. Now the 1-2. High, ball 2, 2-2. Rocchio at second. Ramirez at first. 2 down, 6th inning. 5-0 Cleveland. Cal Quantrill. Long look in. He delivers. And it's swung on, drilled foul down the left side out of play. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, you look at the drafts for Cleveland here in the 2020s, been pretty darn good. The pitch, outside, full count. When you think of Gavin Williams, number 1 in the 2021 draft. Chase DeLauder, number 1 in the 2022 draft. The pitch, runners go, of course. Pitch, strike 3 called. He's challenging for the 2nd time in the same at bat. He was wrong once. This time he is wrong again. Chase DeLauder uses up both Cleveland challenges in 1 at bat. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 5-0 Cleveland lead.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of...
The newfangled idea of the time was night games, and teams thought that the shiny material of satin would reflect the stadium lights better. But satin comes with all kinds of issues. Despite all its drawbacks, this shiny material really does create a show-stopping jersey.
Gorman ahead in the count. Cardinals down 5. Swing and a drive. That's a mammoth shot for Gorman. A long home run over the bullpen.
No, that was a pretty easy swing by Gorman, and that ball went way over the Cardinals bullpen in right field. He has tremendous power.
Get a good pitch to hit. When you do, don't miss it. Nolan didn't. 443-foot shot by Nolan Gorman all over it.
Deep right field for Gorman. He got all of it.
There's a lot going on when Ohtani pitches and hits. So there goes Ohtani. Shohei lighting up the highlights already. It's a leadoff home run after he struck out 3 at the top of the first. And the Dodgers lead it 1-0. He hit 55 in the regular season, a Dodger record. But he's gone deep for the 3rd time this postseason, his first of the championship series.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Shioka taking a heater strike. 2024 first pick for Cleveland was the first pick in the draft. Travis Bazzana. How good is he? Higashioka flied out his only time up. Now the windup and the 0-1. And it's swung on, hit in the air, shallow center. Schneemann coming hard, it drops, base hit. Loop single for Higashioka, Texas' 3rd hit. Cleveland's first-round pick last year, Jace Laviolette, a star at Texas A&M, and he has hit some bombs for Lake County this year. So I'll tell you what, you can always look at drafts, second-guess this, second-guess that, but, man, Cleveland is knocking it out of the park in the first round in the 2020s. Top of the order, here's Jock Peterson, left-handed hitting DH. Bibby's pitch. And Peterson checks and takes inside a ball. He's grounded out, flied out to the track in left center. Tanner Bibee has averaged tonight 12 pitches per inning. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's pitching a beauty. The set, the high hold, and the delivery. In there, 1-1 the count. Tanner Bibee trying to get his first win in 2026. 5-0 Cleveland, 6th inning. Bibee with a 3-hit shutout, lets it fly. Peterson fouling it off. Good curveball. And the count 1-2. Yankees and Red Sox were rained out tonight. That was in the Bronx. Miami beat Tampa Bay today 4-3. Atlanta doubled up Pittsburgh 6-3. Bibee's ready. Here it comes. And Jock Peterson on the 1-2 pitch hits a liner to straightaway center. Schneemann makes the catch chin high. That is out number 1. Here's Corey Seager. Houston buried the Athletics 13-2. Washington a 6-1 winner over Arizona. White Sox now 34-30. They doubled up Philly 6-3. Toronto a 6-4 win over Baltimore. The pitch swung on, ripped to first, diving grab. Mansardo gets up, doubles up Higashioka at first. What a play by Mansardo, diving towards second to rob Seager of a hit and turn it into an inning-ending double play. Cleveland with a 5-0 lead through 6 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio.
C.B. Buckner entertaining the crowd a little bit.
Chopper off the plate. That's a fair ball. Foul ball.
Why is that a foul ball?
Oh, that's why.
Oh, my. The awkward look at the play continues. He is going to be a down duck.
What a slide.
Sitting beside Mike in the clubhouse, he's a huge card guy. Just watching him go through boxes and boxes of cards, I kind of got a little bit of the edge. You rip a pack and you just kind of get what you get and see what you see.
Yeah, so see what we got. Jose Ramirez.
Ready for Alta.
Look at this one here, Joe. This is...
Oh, yeah, keep that off to the side right there. Man, you're going to rock, paper, scissors.
It's him.
1 of 25, Andrew McCutcheon. This is absolutely beautiful. That is fantastic.
Chavez hits the top of his hat. Now they get Napoli at third base. How about that? It hit the top of the helmet of Chavez and bounced directly at an Angels infielder. A huge out here in the 7th inning.
Oh, they dodged a huge bullet there.
Chance for Cattell, who went 0 for 11 in Seattle. He's 0 for 3 so far tonight. Tommy takes off. Marte with a liner to left field. There it goes. 112 off the bat, and they've opened up a 4-1 lead. That's number 10 for Cattell Marte. Boy, that thing got out of here on a rope.
Apparently the Dodgers didn't watch Marte against the Giants when he wore out left-handed pitching.
Two-run double.
Over the Reds 6-5. Cubs nipped San Francisco 3-2. Milwaukee an early 1-0 lead in Denver. Scores brought to you by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. 5-0 Cleveland. Cleanup man Kyle Manzardo. Cal Quantrill's pitch, curveball up. Manzardo 2 walks and an RBI double. And now Texas will challenge that call. And the Rangers were correct. And a strike on Manzardo. Jose Ramirez put Cleveland on the board in the 4th inning, a solo homer to right center. Brian Rocchio, solo homer in the 5th off the foul pole and right. Now the windup. Now the 0-1 from Quantrill. Up high, 1-1. Then Cleveland scored 3 runs with 2 outs. The right-hander's pitch, upstairs, 2-1. Chase DeLauder had a 2-out RBI single. Kyle Manzardo followed with an RBI double. Daniel Schneemann capped it off with an RBI single. 5-0 Cleveland. Tanner Bybee with a 3-hit shutout. Manzardo with a high drive foul down the right side, but that was majestic. And the count 2-2. 31,608. With the roof closed, severe storm activity in the area, flooding in the area. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. So Quantrill with a strikeout of Manzardo. 1 down. That'll bring to the plate Daniel Schneemann. Pair of singles and an RBI. Guardians and Tigers next Friday night. You folks coming, get a t-shirt that features 3 of the best rookies in the game. That pitch a strike. Messick, Bazana, DeLauder. Dollar Dogs, fireworks. Tickets now at CLEGuardians.com. Who knows? Could be Tarek Skubal pitching. The windup and the 0-1. Outside and low. Skubal will make a rehab start for the Tigers tomorrow and could be pitching against Cleveland next weekend. And good news regarding Shane Bieber. Here's the wind and the 1-1. And it's hit in the air to left. Toward the line is Langford, medium deep. He'll retire Schneemann. The Blue Jays have sent Shane Bieber out to Buffalo on a rehab assignment. So Shane Bieber may be getting closer now to getting back to pitching in the big leagues. That's great for Shane and for the Toronto Blue Jays. Here's Angel Martinez, 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. He'll bat left-handed. 5-0 Cleveland in the 7th, and the pitch a touch high, ball 1. Tomorrow, it's a 2:35 start Cleveland time. Joey Cantillo against Jacob deGrom. Martinez puts one into the home plate seats, and it's a 1-1 count. Tell you one thing about this ballpark, and it is beautiful. The pitch, swing and a ground ball headed toward short. To his right with a backhand. Seager throws across the body. Got him! Oh, what a play! If you come to this ballpark in Arlington, bring a sweater or a jacket. I mean, they are not worried about their air conditioning bill. It is chilly for some folks here, and you see people in sweatshirts, and it's 85 degrees.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
He'll be all right.
He put this show on, and he got a standing ovation.
Sitting off for the Dodgers.
Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
Okay, where's the napkin?
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
Wow. Well, always eager to help Pedro Martinez.
Oh, that's got to feel good.
Oh, yeah. Sticky's good.
Diving stop at second, Rojas.
Dodger infield tonight, sparkling.
Feeling for the wall, and he got it!
Nice play by Christopher Morel, crashing on the bunt. What a play in left by Antonacci.
Got the wall, jumps, and he makes the catch, crashes into the fence.
Sharply hit, diving stop Paredes, gets up, fires, Carter Jensen dives! Wow, what a play!
Caught by McGonigal at third, wow.
Sliding catch! Joe does it again, he's saving runs everywhere you put him.
Makes the running catch. Terrific catch by A.J. Ewing.
Glides, gloves, spins, fires, what a play! What a play!
Well, that glove can play.
Dives, whoa, what a catch! Adolis Garcia with a diving grab. Run down by Carl Armstrong!
Wow. Spin and a throw to get Real Muto. That was fancy.
Liner, but there's Taylor Cruz. Naylor able to snare it. Woo to the back. He just took a hit away. We go to the bottom of the 7th with Cleveland up 5-0 in Tanner Bybee on the verge of his first win here in 2026. Hey, check out the Toyota Grand Highlander. It is a beauty with that third row. Folks, that third row is legit. It's not one of those third rows where you have your knees up your nostrils. You actually have leg room in the Grand Highlander. It's all to be seen at your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. It is a terrific vehicle, especially if you got the little ones. All right, here we go. 5-0. Tanner Bybee's got a chance to give Cleveland a complete game effort here tonight. And you think how good Cleveland is going into tomorrow's game as far as the back end of the bullpen. They weren't really used on Thursday afternoon in New York, not needed last night. May not be needed tonight. That's a rarity.
Boy, Tom, a stretch of 9 games in 9 days, and they're getting through it all right with the bullpen, and that's sometimes hard to do.
And it's because this rotation is doing its job, and Tanner Bybee magnificent tonight. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 and Skip Schumacher's lineup. Josh Young 1 for 2 with one of Texas' 3 hits. He looks at a pitch down low, ball 1. Tanner Bybee tonight has had it all working. He's had tremendous command. You look at Tanner tonight, he's had a really good pitch mix. Right-hander against right-hander. Bybee with that hybrid windup. And the 1-0. Swung on a weak jam job, rolled towards short, charged by Rocchio, gloves, throws quickly. 1 down. So here's Tanner Bybee tonight, if you like pitch breakdowns. He has thrown his sinker and his cut fastball each 22 times. He's thrown his changeup 9 times, his curveball 8 times, and he's thrown his slider 3 times. Brandon Nimmo, the batter, lined out, walked, looks at a called strike. Well, and again, he finally has had some runs to work with tonight. And now you don't have to feel, if you're Tanner Bybee, like every pitch has to be perfect. The pitch, a swing and a shot on the ground towards second. Backhanded nicely by Bazzana. Throws over for the out. And the other thing Tanner Bybee is certainly not doing tonight, not saying he has in the past, not saying that at all, but he's not hunting the strikeout tonight. Sure, he has 3, but he's letting guys put the ball in play, and his defense has been tremendous. 2 double plays have been turned, and it's why Tanner Bybee is sitting here with 72 pitches in the 7th. Wyatt Langford 2 flyouts, and he takes down and away ball 1. Nothing Cleveland. Rangers batting, 7th inning, 2 outs, nobody on base. Texas has been shut out 4 times this year. Bybee into the motion. Here it comes. And it's ripped foul down the left side off the netting. And they count 1-1. One of the best things Major League Baseball has ever done. Extend that netting down the lines, and you're no longer saying silent prayers up here in the booth when you see those screamers that before were headed into the grandstand area at defenseless spectators. Now the netting takes care of it, and nobody complains about it at all. That pitch is high, 2-1. Took a little time to get used to it. Now people are like, you mean there never was netting here before? That was a great move on the part of baseball. Now the windup. Now the 2-1 pitch. A little wide. 3-1. Nothing Cleveland. Luis Curvelo, a right-hander, up in the Texas pen. As Bybee, a rare time behind in the count, delivers a strike. Full count. Tanner Bybee, 6-pitch first inning. 7-pitch 6th inning. Here's pitch number 10 this inning. And it's ball 4 outside. Bybee thought he had a strikeout. No challenges left. So it's the second walk. Langford down to first. Here's Ezekiel Duran. 0 for 2. Well, Dollar Bank's a proud banking partner of the Guardians. 28 locations in Northeast Ohio, ready to provide solutions to help get you there. Rangers with a 2-out base runner in the 7th. Cleveland on top, 5-0. The pitch, check swing, strike call. Texas having another tough night scoring runs. Last night they won, but they only scored 3 last night. The next offering outside. At home this year, Texas scores 3.5 runs a game. That's it. On the road, they score 4.5. This is a very good pitcher's park. Now the 1-1. Swung on, banged wide of third to his left. Ramirez gloves, goes to second for the inning-ending force. 7 shutout for Tanner Bybee. 5-0 Cleveland. 8th is next on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Coming off AL Player of the Week honors, where he hit over 400 with 3 homers, Bobby Witt Jr. was all gas, no brakes.
And grounded inside the bag and up the line. Played poorly off the sidewall by Carpenter. How far will Bobby go? And Vance Wilson is going to let him come to the plate. He is in there.
To say Bobby is on a tear is an understatement. His gap-to-gap power and that lightning speed have him among the major league leaders in hits, stolen bases, and WAR. He also just happens to be one of baseball's premier defensive players.
Goodness, that's why he's one of the best in the game.
That is how you win a Gold Glove in back-to-back seasons, and last year earned a Platinum Glove.
Baseball fans are bearing witness to something special.
He's their go-to guy in all situations, whether it's defensively, offensively, running the bases, complete player.
A primetime player in his prime.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Curvelo takes over in the 8th with Cleveland up 5-0 in 5 appearances, a 5.68 ERA. Cal Quantrill went 2 1/3 scoreless innings, allowed a hit, struck out 2, hit a batter, walked a batter. Jack Leiter started 92 pitches in 4 2/3, giving up 5 runs. Stephen Kwan has hit the ball hard again tonight. 0 for 3, taking a strike. Line out to center, fly out to left, line out to left. Curvelo from the third base side of the rubber. He fires outside, and the count 1-1. Now the 1-1 delivery. Backdoored him and missed with that slider. 2 balls and a strike. Stephen Kwan's looked as good at the plate last night and tonight as we've seen in a long time. The pitch, and he fouls it back into the home plate seating area. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And again, he's really worked hard on getting back on time with a fastball, not being late. Curvelo straddles the pitching slab. Solo homers tonight by Jose Ramirez to right center, by Brian Rocchio off the foul pole and right. RBI singles by Daniel Schneemann and Chase DeLauter, and an RBI double by Kyle Mansardo. 1 run in the 4th, 4 runs in the 5th, and Tanner Bybee with a dominant 3-hit shutout through 7. 5-0 Cleveland, 8th inning. Stephen Kwan at the plate. The 2-2. Swung on, ripped into right, another hard hit ball, this time a base hit for Stephen Kwan. That's 3 line drives tonight. Plus a line drive double and a line drive single last night. Here's Patrick Bailey, and you can tell he's on time because all 3 of his hits have been line drives on the pull side. Stephen Kwan is not going to hurt the opposition hitting the ball the other way, but he can do damage on the pull side. Here's Patrick Bailey, 3 ground outs. He'll bat left-handed. He'll take a strike. Guardians and Yankees, Monday and Tuesday nights, Wednesday afternoon. Tickets begin at just $40 at CLEGuardians.com. The pitch, outside, a ball, 1-1. Tim Herron warming in the Cleveland pen. Maybe Bibby's done it, 81. We'll see. The 1-1 in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Unless Tim Herron's just out there throwing. Normally, though, if you're warming up in the top of the inning, it means you're coming in the bottom of the inning. But we'll see. Now the 1-2. Down low, 2-2. It also could be a case, if Tim Herron's coming on, the manager, Stephen Vogt, says, you know what? I want Tanner Bibee to have 7 shutout innings under his belt tonight and leave the game feeling great. The pitch, swung on, a line shot, drilled Curvello in the leg, found it, throws wide, tag made by Berger, but he missed him. Safe at first is Bailey. Kwan to second. Curvello throws the glove to the ground, limping on the carpet between the mound and home plate as Patrick Bailey drilled one back up the middle, and it got Curvello. And the ball ricocheted off his leg. A gallant effort just to retrieve and try to get Bailey at first, and now Curvello is taking a seat on the carpet in front of the pitching mound. He got absolutely drilled in the leg. That'll be a base hit. They're calling that a throwing error. Well, the official score has never been hit by a line drive going 100 miles an hour off your leg and tried to throw somebody out. That should be a base hit for Patrick Bailey. And Curvello is still being attended to, and he is still seated. Now he is helped to his feet, but you know his night is done. Or at least you would think it is. And manager Skip Schumacher says, you're done. Come on. I do not want you taking a chance and throwing any more pitches as he hobbles off the field toward the first base dugout. So this will be an injury timeout, meaning the Texas Rangers will have a relief pitcher coming on, getting as much time as needed to get loose, and hopefully Curvello is okay. We'll take a timeout with Cleveland on top of Texas, 5-0 here in the 8th.
Is your roof protecting your home or putting it at risk? Roof damage.
Just when we think we've seen it all, baseball gives us something new to talk about.
Splits to defenders and makes a great grab.
The kick is good. Right through the flying uprights. Whoa, went down inside his chest protector.
That's not a catch?
Make way for Batman.
People would love this if we did Lady in the Tramp.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove.
He flips the entire glove to first base.
Fast and furious and dead on.
Now let's dive into this week's top plays.
Is pulled and a leaping grab by Shoebake. Carson Bench with a pulchritudinous play.
Moving fast toward big league stardom.
Randy Rosarena. Superman catch.
What a leaping grab by Kwan.
And those 39-year-old legs are still cooking.
McMahon. How about that? Coming on, Schumann dives, makes the catch. Max Schumann, great hustle right there.
Caught by Rengifo. Rengifo says not today. Schmidt's back, he's at the track, he leaps, and he makes the catch.
Diving stop backhanded by Hoskins. A perfect feed to Ciccone. What a play by Hoskins. He slides, and did he hold on? He did.
Just get him the third Gold Glove right now.
Gilbert jumps up. He got it. He caught it.
He just made a spectacular play. Caught by Rengifo. Boy, has he been tested. That ball smoked right at him.
Cody reaching out. He's got it.
Oh, how did he grab that?
And he slides, and he's there.
No nightmares there.
It's over by the sidewall. Slides. He made the catch. He hangs on.
Speaking of arms, wow.
A howitzer for Abreu.
To the right side. There's a stab by a running Alex Freeland. Backhanded nicely by McMahon. Oh, a rocket.
Line drive left field. And Mangum will make the catch.
League debut. Ahlstrom throws in the mid-90s. A fastball, a sinker, a curve, and a slider. Out of the University of Oregon. Ahlstrom had been at AAA, where he had a couple of saves and a 276 earned run average. He was actually drafted by the Yankees in the 7th round 5 years ago. And then he was part of the package Texas got when they traded catcher Jose Trevino to New York in April of 2022. Robbie Ahlstrom, the left-hander, getting as much time as needed before Brian Rocchio steps in, and the switch-hitting shortstop will bat right-handed. Rocchio, a solo homer to left off the foul, I beg your pardon, a solo homer to right off the foul pole, and a single, 2 for 3. So Patrick Bailey at first, Stephen Kwan at second. Nobody out, 5-0 Cleveland. We're in the 8th inning. Kyle Higashioka goes out in front of home plate, waves to everybody, and then puts on the defense. Texas certainly not looking for a bunt. Nobody is up. Ahlstrom's ready. And the left-hander's pitch. And it's waved at, strike one. Five years in the minor leagues for Ahlstrom. The next delivery. Inside corner, called strike on a curveball. Nothing into the count. Cleveland getting their first ever look at the youngster. 6'3", 195. The left-hander in 12 days will turn 27. He checks second. Another look back, and the 0-2 pitch. Got him to swing and foul tip it. So we'll do it again at 0-2. Cleveland has lost 5 straight games in this building and 8 out of their last 10, but commanding 5-0 lead here tonight. Now the 2-strike pitch. Fouled it into the home plate seating area, second deck. And we'll do it again at 0-2. Ahlstrom is one of 4 left-handers in Skip Schumacher's bullpen. Now the pitch. Bounced it in there. Nice block by Higashioka. Keeping that ball near him. Nobody can move up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield not very deep. Toward left.
The pitch. And it's swung on, smoked on one hop to short, knocked down by Seager. Picks it, flips it to second for the out. Boy, that ball was again hard hit by Rocchio. It'll be a fielder's choice. Kwan to third. Rocchio now at first. And forced out at second was Patrick Bailey. So runners at the corners, one down. And the batter will be Travis Bazzana, 0 for 4 tonight after a homer, triple, single last night. Lefty encounter. Infield back, double play depth. Kind of interesting. The pitch, breaking ball strike. A lot of times, even though it's a 5-run game in the 8th inning, the team trailing will bring that infield in. They just don't want any more runs to score. Now the 0-1 pitch to Bazzana. And he hits it sharply to short. Seager to second for 1. Relay by Durant. Double play on another ball. That was spanked. Check it. Bazzana's called safe at first. Texas may challenge this call. Nope. So Bazzana just did beat it. And he'll get an RBI on another ball that he hit hard. And Cleveland has a 6-0 lead. Give Travis Bazzana his 17th RBI. So here's Jose Ramirez batting right-handed with a runner at first, 2 down. The set. The pitch. Up and in, ball 1. Cleveland with a 6-0 lead, 2 down in the 8th. The pitch, and it's high, ball 2, 2-0. Alstrom's ready. Not much of a lead for Bazzana. The pitch, Jose lines one to short, caught by Seager. Cleveland had an 8th inning where every ball was scorched. They get a run. They lead 6-0 in the middle of the 8th.
Hey, Guardians fans, Medical Mutual cares about the health.
Can we recognize the athleticism of the elite security down there?
Unbelievable. I give a 10. That pretty good.
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, come on, Joe Ryan.
It's all part of the experience.
This is an experience tonight.
Oh, look out. In between the legs of Jose Altuve, almost clipped his buddy in the on-deck circle.
Hey, that'll wake you up.
And Fortes is able to hang on to the foul tip.
Fortes getting a little help from the love handle there.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Sidearm delivery and a comebacker. There's the good athleticism. He throws the glove to first for the out. The ball was stuck in his glove. What an intelligent play by El Duque.
That reminds me of Terry Mulholland 12 years ago against the New York Mets.
And it's a good reminder for all you youngsters out there, if you're going to catch a glove with a ball wedged into it, use 2 hands like Tino Martinez did.
For the 8th inning, Tim Herron is ready if needed. Tanner Bybee's only made 81 pitches through 7 dominant innings.
He's throwing a 3-hit shutout, and Cleveland with a 6-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th, bottom of the order. Jake Berger 0 for 2, and he taps one weakly back toward the mound on an excuse-me swing. Bybee, the underhand flip to first, 1 pitch, 1 out. Boy, he's had a lot of that. A lot of quick outs here tonight. Tanner Bybee, 81 pitches through 7, and he just got a 1-pitch out here in the 8th. Evan Carter will be the batter. If you look at Tanner Bybee, he has 2 complete games in his major league career. He has 1 complete game shutout. That came a year ago. Got a chance for another one tonight. Here's Evan Carter, 2 strikeouts, takes a called strike. Cleveland with a 6-0 lead in the 8th. Into the windup. Here it comes. And he missed outside with a changeup. And the count now 1-1. Bybee into the motion. And he lets it fly. And the pitch swung on, hit in the air, fairly deep left center. It'll be run down by Daniel Schneemann, the center fielder. 2 down in the Texas 8th as we pause for a station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network. Tom Hamilton and Jim Rosenhaus with you indoors in Arlington. Brian Motze at Command Center in Cleveland, and the Colonel. Kern Brulard with us here in the booth in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. Cleveland 6, Texas 0, 2 down in the 8th for Kyle Higashioka, 1 for 2 with a single. The windup and the pitch, and it's a called strike. And Bybee has been ahead in the count on most hitters here tonight. Into the windup, the next delivery, swung on, line drive, left field. Kwan coming on, dives and makes the catch. That's how you win 4 straight Gold Gloves. And Tanner Bybee's shutout continues through 8. 6-0 Cleveland.
Remember Marte in the opener here Monday.
Launched that 2-run homer.
Marte! There it goes! He's done it again! Get in there, Kittel. His 2nd career walk-off home run and his 2nd this year. It was May 19th. He walked off the Giants with a long ball, and that one was hammered 431 feet. 113 off the bat. Bang! Talk about a no-doubter.
The Seattle Mariners have officially found their groove, riding the wave of an amazing run that started in May and has them sailing in June.
And the Mariners sweep the A's.
The secret to their recent success? Power at the plate and dominance on the mound.
Swung on and missed, got up.
The rotation, led by Emerson Hancock, Brian Wu, and Logan Gilbert, has been absolutely electric, shutting down opposing lineups. And while all-star backstop Cal Raleigh remains sidelined, a surge of offensive power has arrived.
A rainmaker to left field. Julio with a bang.
Julio Rodriguez is on fire and flexing his marquee muscle. Throw a locked-in Randy Arozarena and a red-hot Luke Raley into the mix, and you got a lineup firing on all cylinders. Thanks to the run of victories to kick off the summer, Seattle has cruised to the top of the AL West and has the Pacific Northwest rocking. The American League is officially on notice. The Mariners are a problem.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
The pitch, and it's down low, ball one. 6 runs, 8 hits for Cleveland. Nothing on 3 hits for Texas. We're in the 9th. Olstrom lets it fly, and it's fouled at the plate, and it's a 1-1 count. Joey Cantillo and Jacob deGrom, the matchup tomorrow. First pitch at 2:35 Cleveland time. Now the 1-1. Inside, moved him off the plate. Ball 2, 2-1. The next delivery, and it's drilled into left field. A 2-hit game for DeLauder. Well, there's an example right there what manager Stephen Vogt talked about on the manager's show. DeLauder working on just getting started a little sooner to stay on time with the fastball. Thus, you're more balanced when you're on time for the fastball for anything off speed. He stayed back, got a slider left on left, and shot it the other way. Here's Kyle Manzardo, 1 for 2, a RBI double, couple of walks. The pitch, waved at on a fastball for strike 1. Olstrom will look at first. The pitch, and it's swung on, popped up foul, third base side near the Cleveland dugout, and into that dugout area and onto the roof. And it's a 2-strike count on Manzardo. 6-0 Cleveland. They've out-hit Texas 9-0. We're in the 9th inning. Cleveland jumped all over Jack Leiter for 5 runs tonight, 4 in the 5th. The pitch. Swung on, line to left, near the line, moving over Langford. Makes a running catch as he stretched out on the sprint to get it. Nicely done by Langford, who can really motor. So Manzardo lines out the other way. That'll bring up Daniel Schneemann. He's 2 for 4 with a couple of singles and an RBI. A number of guys that were scuffling coming into this game tonight have had big RBI hits, like DeLauder, like Schneemann, like Rokiel. The pitch, swing on a foul back, yet a good rip. Strike 1. Olstrom's ready. First baseman and back at DeLauder now as the pitch swung on and missed. And the count 0-2. The next delivery, down and away, threw him the slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on, 9th inning, 6-0 Cleveland. Cleveland with a win will maintain a 2-game lead over the White Sox. The pitch, swing and a foul out of play, third base side, second deck. Hard to believe, but Cleveland still has not played the White Sox. That'll change later this month. Now the 1-2, up high, 2-2. Olstrom, he's ready. He fires. And it's swung on, bounced to the second baseman. Duran to second 1. Seager's throw in the dirt. Berger got a glove on it and just kind of swooped it back towards second base. So Schneemann on with the fielder's choice. DeLauder out at second, 2 down. Not much of a throw by Seager coming across the bag. Here's Angel Martinez. He's 0 for 3. He'll bat right-handed for the first time tonight. The rookie lefty lets it rip, and Martinez hits one on the ground, a short, backhanded by Seager, sets, throws, and he'll take care of Martinez. So Tanner Bybee, 3 outs away from a complete game shutout. 6-0 Cleveland. Bottom of the 9th coming up.
At Cleveland State University, opportunity is everywhere. This is where hard work pays off.
The 2-2. Tipped into the glove, hung on to by Wells, and Cole has fanned Witt 2 down.
Well, I really like the free-flowing delivery from the windup from Garrett Cole. He looks so smooth, right? Everything's flowing, under control, and then right at the end, some zip on that fastball by a really good fastball hitter.
Swing and a miss on another changeup.
To finish him off, fastball in previously, changeup fading away. So from 96 to 86, we've seen knuckle curves down in the low 80s. We've seen sliders in the mid to upper 80s.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, chasing a slider. The 1-2-3-4 for Cole. He has already struck out 7. 8 pitches he needed in the 4th. Yeah. Not there. Strikeout number 9 for Garrett Cole. He is absolutely shoving through 5 innings.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay. Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.
First time this year in about 5 minutes. Tim Herron is on to try to finish it off. Tanner Bybee made 87 pitches in 8 brilliant shutout innings of 3-hit baseball, striking out 3, walking 2. So Tim Herron coming on to face the top of the order. Jock Peterson being lifted for a pinch hitter. This is Justin Foscue, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Peterson was 0 for 3 tonight. Foscue, a right-handed batter. The next pitch, and a hit him. So Foscue is aboard to start the 9th inning. 6-0 Cleveland. What a tremendous effort tonight by Tanner Bybee, who finally in his 14th start of the year, not only did he pitch terrifically, but he finally got some offensive help. Kyle Seager on a breaking ball takes down and away, ball 1. Left on left. Seager 1 for 3, a single. Texas only 3 hits tonight. The pitch leans him back. Ball 2, 2-0. Texas has once tonight had a runner get to second. That was in the 4th. They've only had 1 at bat with men in scoring position. The pitch waved at. Seager chased a ball outside. 2-1 the count. 6 runs, 9 hits for Cleveland. No runs, 3 hits
for Texas. The pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. Aaron looks over and fires. Check swing. Did he go? Yep. On the appeal at third, Seager is rung up. I don't know if he swung at a strike in that at bat.
Boy, for a ninth inning at bat, your team trying to get base runners. Seems like he gave that one away.
One down. Here's Josh Young, 1 for 3 with a single. One out, one on. Cleveland up 6-0 in the ninth. The pitch. Swing and a tapper. Third base side foul. Strike one. Tanner Bybee will go to 1-7 on the year. And boy, did he deserve this. The pitch. Outside and high. He was as good as we've seen this year and got a few runs to work with for a change. And Jack Leiter, Cleveland, finally got to him. Aaron's pitch, swing on. Shot on the ground to short. Rocchio to second one. Bazzana turns two. Ball game. And the Guardians shut down Texas 6-0. And they even the series at a win apiece.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Mariano, Rivera, Cutter, man, what can you say? Because lefties had no chance against him. Randy Johnson. All you want to do is try to make contact and put the ball in play. Don't get hit in the head and just try to pull it in play. Mr. Greg Maddux, another great teammate, great player. Hey, this is a beautiful card right here. This card tells you and lets you know that I got him. When you see that finish high, you know that he's in the books.
Oh, was that ball crushed?
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
I went to college at Northeastern University, and all my friends were Red Sox fans, and while in my 3 years there, I really grew to appreciate Red Sox Nation and everything that they bring to the table, and once I got my head wrapped around the trade, I was really, really excited. I think they have one of the most iconic logos, these two socks right here on the sleeve. I love keeping it simple, really fond of the font, and I think it's a really cool look.
Oppo Taco. I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a... Yeah, home run to the opposite field. You got it. This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, someone that's just mailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
Now it's O'Neal Cruz, the 3-1 pitch. High fly ball to right field. Look at this blast. This cruise missile's headed toward the Allegheny. Oh, baby. Number 12 for O'Neal Cruz, a no-doubter. O'Neal Cruz centered that pitch. 450-foot monster blast, 111 exit velo.
My goodness, does he hit the ball hard.
That ball was nuked. Absolutely nuked.
What in the world happened to Mike Sims? Looks like he's hurting a little bit. It really does.
Something inside the batting helmet.
Look at that.
Maybe he got a Q-tip stuck in there or something.
He is obviously in a little bit of pain. It was a bug. It looked like it was a pretty good sized.
It was a moth,
too. Look at this.
It's a live moth.
Wow, we've seen it all now.